Whenever you're ready.
We're back. Episode 41 of the podcast. It is
Episode
Tuesday.
episode 41, and I'm slowly starting to get annoyed with the uh I'm not gonna do it, but you just did it, so yeah. Anyway, continue.
You know what are the numbers, dude?
Not the numbers, the you're oh
Oh,
man.
no. This
It's
is a
getting to
gimmick.
me. It's getting to me. Well, the gimmick needs to die, but that's okay
You
because you know what?
know what? You know what happened? RKO the infamous NWO was a gimmick, and look, that lasted forever.
I
So,
don't hate that. I'd be fine if you go back if you went back to that.
no. This is what happens. You like it, then you slowly hate it, and then you love it at the end of it.
I mean, for the 7 people who comment and the 3 bots, I think they need to let us know what they think about the year, as you will, because I would like to get other people's feedback.
All right.
But anyway,
Anyway, let's start the podcast. We're talking about Time Machine Tuesdays.
Time Machine Tuesday.
We're talking about Chicago 2017. What a time in 2017. We're talking about the time I came to visit Mike, not for a wrestling trip, just to go hang out because I wanted to go on a trip. And hey, how do I go on a trip but spend the least amount of money, have the most amount of fun? Let's go to Mike's house for 5 days.
So this was a year after, just about a year after Lollapalooza. So
Yeah.
this is year 2. It's one of those things where I think we left each other in 2016, like, oh, we'll see you when I see you. But as it came close to the summertime, you were like, I'm gonna come back. And I was like, okay, like just
I
let me
think I
know.
threw it out during like the winter time. Like, hey, I
Yeah.
might buy maybe like summertime because I got to see Chicago, but I didn't get to like hang out. Like we're always doing stuff. I just wanted to chill.
Yeah.
Like so we hung out constantly like every day, but we're always like on the go. This time I want to come back and just, hey, it's a cheap trip. I could hang out. I'm staying at your house. I'm not paying for anything really, and like I'm just paying for food and my flight essentially.
You
And we're
basically did what like normal people do with their friends. They just drive instead of fly. You know what I mean? Like they drive down the street to like,
yeah.
hang out for the weekend instead of
And
fly.
except it's like instead of us hanging out every like whatever like once a couple times a month whatever once a week,
Yeah.
it's like let's compact this in like 5 days of hanging out, just like
So
nonstop.
I think you came in on July 6th and you left July 11th. I think it was Thursday. It was
It was
Thursday
Thursday
to
to Tuesday,
Tuesday.
and like literally I threw this in the air. I talked to you about it the day before I was gonna book my flight. I'm like, hey, I want to come this time to this time. I'm gonna book my flight tomorrow, and you're like, wait, what? And then like you're like, and I'm like, yeah, we're gonna do this. And he's like, you're like, all right. And you like told your parents like, oh, he's gonna come this day to this day. That works. And then we had it all set.
So
5 weeks
the
before.
the day that you came in, you said, "Hey, this new Spider-Man Marvel movie comes out on the Thursday. It's a Thursday release. It really comes out Friday, but it comes out Thursday." So you basically were like, "Hey, like let's go to this thing," and I was like, "Oh, sure, why not?" That's fine. I've never seen many Marvel movies. I've only seen a couple. And I mean, if it wasn't for this moment of you like coming in and like us going to like see this like Spider-Man movie on release day, like I probably wouldn't be like as big and as into the Marvel world as I am today. So
I pushed you over the edge. I pretty
yeah,
much was like, because I was gone. Well, most of my friends like to go watch it opening weekend. I knew since I was leaving, I was like, if I'm not gonna watch it with them, might as well watch it with Mike. We're not doing anything else on Thursday, so it's
my only
like, let's go do something.
my only problem with this was you wanted to watch it in 3D, and I will never watch another 3D movie ever again because of
Why?
this. I couldn't get into it. My eyes were hurting. It was hard to like pay attention and hard to like, really like focus on the movie itself. Like it's one of those things where like I can see how people might like it, but if the movie's good, then like that's all I need to worry about. And like every Marvel movie I watched, like there was no point where I was like, I wish this was 3D. You know what I
At
mean?
least you didn't. At least you went through that versus going to like Avengers or something and going three
Oh,
hours of the movie.
oh yeah. I mean,
That would have killed even more.
I mean, you got like you got to be a certain type of person to enjoy a 3 hour 3D movie, in my opinion. But
So we did that. That was good. We went to White Castle.
went to
Finally
White
had some White
Castle.
Castle. That was
Yeah,
like my first times, I think. I think I only had it one time before that. But like I want to go to White Castle. And then we just pretty much did what I want to do. Had those reclining seats, dude. I never experienced reclining seats. Almost choked on my popcorn because I reclined too far and I was eating popcorn.
really? You never did reclining seats? Reclining seats?
Oh no, we don't have reclining seats here. I think a couple movie theaters do, but not like this. There's like
Oh
a
man,
guard for your feet so you can hit the guy in front of you. Bro,
yeah.
I was living life.
It was great. It's literally like the best thing that like they added those in, and now I want to go to the movies all the time. Which honestly, I went to the movies to see the Impractical Jokers movie a couple of months ago, and my movie theater it's getting kind of bad. Like the chairs are getting weird, and like everything's like the
They
leather's
get
peeling
reupholstered.
off. Like
They get reupholstered, you're
yeah,
saying.
yes, exactly. That's exactly what they need to do. So Friday we went downtown again.
So I pretty much was like, hey, I want to go downtown, and we're like, all right, let's do it Friday. So we search up what is going on in Chicago on that day, and there was a food festival,
The
some
Taste of
random food
Chicago.
festival. The
It's not a
Taste of
random
Chicago.
food. It's not a random food festival. It's like the food festival.
Yeah, but for
Like,
me and you, it was just like, all right, we're going to this, I guess.
well, yeah. I mean, Taste of Chicago is, um, it's the Lollapalooza of food in Chicago. Like everybody knows Lollapalooza for music. Everybody knows the Taste of Chicago for food. Like that's like the thing every year.
By the
So
way,
I just
none of
never
this
been
is
to it.
like pre-planned. The only reason we chose this weekend because there happened to be wrestling and UFC on the same weekend. I'm like, hey, let's do it
Exactly.
this weekend because we could watch a wrestling show, and oh, there's a UFC too. Now we have something to do on Saturday night also. That was the original thing around this plan, and then it just happened to be Spider-Man that came out, and it happened to be Taste of Chicago that weekend.
I didn't even think about that. Everything kind of lined up. Like it
Yeah,
all worked out. So that's
like we
pretty good.
had something to do every day.
Yeah.
So we went
So
downtown.
yeah.
There was protesters at the Trump Tower. I had to walk by Trump Tower to see the president's tower at the time, 2017.
Was
This
it
is the year
Trump's?
after, the year before I went by the tower and I took a picture as a joke saying Trump 2016, and then it like look what happened. But yeah, and then people were protesting. They had like that weird flag or something trying to put on the building,
It draped over a banner. Yeah.
and then there was news crews. And then after you were taking pictures, I'm like, we should probably go in case something crazy happens.
So after that, we went to we went to like this one. I don't even know where it was. Um, it was like a mall, but like not really. But it was like the inside of a building. Anyway, there was like a one of the levels had a design museum. So when I heard that, I was like, my God, like we gotta go for the art. We gotta go like check it
I
out.
forgot
Like
about the museum.
yeah, dude, remember the Cards Against Humanity machine in there? Like
Yeah,
the
yeah, I
vending
never
machine?
seen that. It was like like bonus card that you don't get.
Yeah, it was crazy because I've never seen that before. Like I've seen, there's a like a baseball card version of that somewhere that I've heard of before and saw pictures of, but never saw Cards Against Humanity. Did you
But
buy shirts there?
you never seen a car vending machine before?
No.
I've that's like I grew up with those. I remember like in the 90s, like early 2000s, they had those everywhere.
Huh. No, I never saw them. Didn't
Uh,
you buy shirts at that place?
I bought two shirts, two $5 shirts. My girlfriend sleeps in both of them. I wore one of the shirts for a long, long time till she stole it. But yeah, and people still does. It looks like the dark side of the moon kind of, and people are like,
Oh
"Oh,
yeah.
sure, where'd you get that from?" I'm like, "I paid $5." They're like, "Really?"
Chicago, just a random design museum.
Like, how do you not buy $5 shirts? Like, you get
What
some
did you think?
souvenirs.
What did you think of the Taste of Chicago?
So I thought it was fun. It felt like we were living out Lollapalooza a little bit because they had the return of the buses, and we literally went in those buses to sit down just to be like, "Oh, it's nice and cool in here." But it was just like random vendors, and I remember we had pizza, I had cheesecake, and we just roamed around a bit. We were there for like a couple hours. It wasn't that long though. Like it wasn't crazy.
I'm not gonna get into it, but you know what's funny about that cheesecake?
Yeah,
Same one.
damn, dude. See,
I know.
it's crazy how I picked out of everything. I picked that one. I'm just like, oh,
Well,
cheesecake.
I mean that's how much I knew of it, you know what I mean? Like at the time. Anyway, but yeah, basically you pay for tickets on like, the outskirts of these tickets places and then you give the people like the vendors tickets and then like that's how you pay for like food. So
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Didn't we like overbuy tickets and we had like extra left over? Or
We
like
had
whatever.
like we had two extra because I have them like sitting on my shelf up there.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we only had a couple extras, so it's not like that big of a deal. But it was a good like thing like a keepsake. You know what I mean?
We like went on an adventure that day because before that we went to like Navy Pier. So we walked like
Oh
literally
yeah,
all over like Chicago, like downtown. Like we went to the Bulls. No, we didn't Bull store. We went to the Hawk store. We went to random stores, but we went to Navy Pier and like we just
forgot
like
about that.
hung out there, like walked around. I remember it was super hot that day too. It was
That's a long walk
like we
from
did like yeah, we did a
Navy
long walk
Pier.
because I remember we went to Navy Pier and we walked like 40 minutes to like Grand Park.
For those who are don't know, it's Navy Pier to Grant Park, or vice versa. We did that both, so that was pretty crazy. So, um, and then on Saturday
That's
was
a random day.
UFC day.
We
Oh no, 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 no! Before that, you know what we did?
I know.
We
Went
went
to the
to my
mall.
high school. We went to my
Did
high
that Saturday?
school.
Or did we do that Sunday?
No, no, no. We went to my high school and made a prediction video for the pay-per-view on Sunday for
I
WWE.
swear we did that Sunday. Or am I crazy?
Did we do it Sunday?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got smoothies. We woke up, got smoothies. So I was
Oh
like
yeah,
my health tip, and I'm like, oh, I'm not working out. Let me like at least drink a smoothie because I'm
we
gonna eat
did. Okay,
nachos.
well, my bad. Anyway, what did we do on Saturday?
We woke up, got some smoothies, went to the literally smoothie place like every day.
Yeah.
We went to the mall with Tommy.
What?
We
Go to Woodfield?
uh, it's a small mall. It wasn't the one in
Oh, it
Shambles.
was okay. It was the one by me. Okay.
We got my first ever beef.
Did you?
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
don't
yeah.
remember any of this.
Remember, I got the beef. We went to Sonic's. I got some milkshake. We found out the UFC main event's canceled, and we watched Mean Girls.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And you're like, what is this movie? It feels like forever. Like there's so many things that happen in the 45 minutes. I'm like, we're like halfway through this.
Yeah.
Can't remember who put it in my head. It was someone's like, oh, you never watch Mean Girls? I'm like, no. And then after I was like flipping through Netflix on your TV. I'm like, oh, I want to put Mean Girls on. You're like, what? I'm like, I'm just doing this. Like you can watch it or not. And you end up watching it. It's like this is so random.
I don't remember much from it, but yeah, I watched it.
So like it's just like we're just hanging out.
And then, so we went to the one sports bar here that shows the UFC pay-per-views for free. And the one thing I remember is we bought like a bunch of food, like a bunch of appetizers,
Yeah, yeah.
and I predicted every single UFC right, or every
Literally
single UFC
every
match.
on the main card, you predicted 5 for 5 that if we bet, we would have made so much money.
Yeah, and like, I don't even know if I don't think I tweeted it. Like I tweeted out that I was like, 1 for 1, 2 for 2, like 5 for 5,
Yeah,
like, but I didn't like say who was who because I didn't know who was who.
yeah.
So we'll have to do that again.
So we did that. I remember the mosquitoes were coming in after a while, and I was getting tired. I don't know why. I was like exhausted after that.
But yeah, it was a long, long day, long week. Well, not really long day, but long
I
weekend.
remember we got like appetizers, like that party
Yeah,
sharing tray, and that was it. We didn't even order food.
that's
I
true. Yeah, I
don't know what
forgot
happened.
about.
We were just done.
But that's like such a good deal though. You just gotta order food and you're good. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
No one really bothered us either. It wasn't even that packed.
no, no, because no one really cares apparently. But
Fine.
um, and then on
Whatever.
Sunday,
So
oh
Sunday,
man,
we got the smoothies. We went to your high school because I always wanted to see Huntley. So we like
yeah.
drove around the school and then we like hung out on like the football field. And then
Like,
you like took these random candid pictures of me and we made that great fire prediction video.
yeah,
Drinking
we
smoothies.
we basically like it looks like I mean it doesn't look like a green screen to me, but I could see like because of the way like where the camera was set up. But I remember it being so windy that day that we just um like it was just like killing the microphone. And
But it was fun though.
like
It was fun
how many
chill.
people can say they made a wrestling prediction video at their high school?
Exactly. Or a random high school. I don't know. I always you guys always talk about your school so much. I'm like, I want to see this thing.
Yeah, the football field. What do you think about the football field, the scoreboard?
5 stars. It was five
Yeah,
stars. Got a
that's what
ton
I'm
of
talking.
pictures.
We
Um,
really did, yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. What let's say so when we were at Navy Pier, there was this big Golden Corral sign, and I always like because I live Canada. In Canada, obviously, we do get like buffalo feeds. Like we have American channels, so we get the buffalo feed.
Hmm.
Um, so sometimes we'll get random Golden Corral commercials and whatever, like on TBS or something. Does TBS still do this? I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. So like I've seen all the commercials, and it's like, oh, Golden Corral. You guys have that around you? And you're like, yeah. Well, we go Sunday, bro. This was like
Well, we went Sunday because we wanted because Brian Alvarez has the Super China Buffet Day for
oh
Survivor
right.
Series. So we wanted to have an early Super China Buffet Day for Great Balls of Fire. And um, so that's why we went to the buffet. It was a joke. It was a joke from the
It's a
beginning.
meme. It's a
But
meme.
my God, I did not expect the food to
We
be
paid
minus five stars.
$20, and like that was oh man, I still think
We
about
ate
that. Like
dessert.
everyone even said the dessert. Like, oh, at least it was the dessert good. I'm like, no, it was passable at best.
Like ice cream was the best thing we had.
It was I'm like, it wasn't worth the $20. It's like, what do we do? We went to Starbucks after to cleanse us.
Like I will
Well,
never go to a Golden Corral again just because of that day.
that was like the plates were like just terrible. Like once I picked up the plate, I'm like, oh no, I'm in store for something
Yeah.
bad. Like
We should have
that's
turned
like
back at the plates. We shouldn't have gone at all.
we should have turned back when like your card wasn't working.
Was my card not working?
Something was happening where your card wasn't working, and then like they charge you twice, and they have to recharge you, like
Oh
uh
my God, yeah.
charge you, like refund you. And then I'm like, bro, we should just like ask for both refunds, just got out of there because I gave you
Yeah.
cash, and then you're like, all right, I'll just pay in one bill.
Wow.
I remember that. That was just like that
I
was
will
bad.
never ever go to Gold. There's a video. We have a video that I never posted, but it's on my old phone. I will upload that one day, where of us reviewing the food at Golden Corral, and you're just like laughing at one point. You're just like, this is just so bad. Like it's just like
It's
it's
like a
just so
bad
bad.
movie. It's a bad movie. You're just laughing at it.
And like the thing is, like, okay, my favorite buffet of all time is Old Country Buffet. You probably don't know this, but like you never heard of it before, probably. But there was one um in that I always used to go to. There was one in the mall by here, like the first mall we went to. And it was like when I was a kid, that was the place to go. Like it was like the best food. Like they had mac and cheese. Like they had all kinds of stuff. Like the desserts are great. And so like when Golden Corral first opened here, it was like, oh, this is fine. And then like the next time it was like it started as I got older, it just got started to
Okay,
get worse and worse.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, they sucker you in, and then you come back and what is this?
Exactly, exactly. So that was, I mean, that was like a mistake. And
That
then,
was
and then we watched freaking Great Balls of Fire. And I
that
mean,
this pay-per-view.
Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar.
So
Like that was the main event.
it was like a big main event, like for a random pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But this pay-per-view was I don't remember much of it, but I remember it was just like laughable bad.
Let me run down the card real quick. So you had Neville versus Tozawa. Bray Wyatt defeated Seth Rollins. Big Cass defeated Enzo Amore.
Oh, that was terrible.
Sheamus
I
and
remember that match.
Cesaro defeated the Hardy Boys. Sasha Banks defeated Alexa Bliss. The Miz defeated Dean Ambrose for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Braun Strowman defeated Roman Reigns. Heath Slater defeated Kurt Hawkins. And then
Hmm.
Brock Lesnar defeated Samoa
He doesn't
Joe.
work there anymore, and he doesn't work there anymore.
Yeah.
And Brock versus
Oh,
was good for like 2 minutes, and then Brock
that
won.
Hardy Boys versus Cesaro and Sheamus match was an Iron Man match, and remember, it went to like it went all the falls. It went all the falls, and we were just like laughing. It ended in 30 minutes exactly. I remember we were just laughing at that match. It was so bad.
I don't remember that. I don't
I remember
remember.
it
I
being
just
bad. I
remember
could be wrong.
like just like complaining about it after the show. I'm like, what do you expect, guys? Like this pay per
Yeah.
view is never gonna happen
Really?
again. I remember all the memes where everyone's like it would just like a wrestler and it would just say balls
Yeah.
or big ass. Remember Big Cass?
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
um,
but that was like I mean that was Sunday. Like we just watched that show and it was what it was. But
good show.
remember we made like a video of like trying all the different candies that you brought me, like
Oh right,
the
right, right. Canadian candy test.
Yeah. We made a bunch of videos. We made a or no, that was Lollapalooza. Never mind. Never mind. You brought me more of those crispy bar things though.
Crispy coffee crisps.
Coffee crisps. Shout out to Coffee Crisp. You brought me the punk Funko that time.
There you go. Yeah.
So this
You're like,
guy,
okay.
like for the longest time, just had like a CM Punk pink Hot Topic exclusive Funko Pop. And I think we talked about it once, and I mean, at that point, it wasn't like a big deal. It was just like CM Punk, and I didn't have one. And Justin just had this like sitting on his like dresser. And then so when he came to this trip, he was just
One and
like,
only ever pop that I was given a gift by
yeah.
in like 2013.
So I mean, like it was just like there the whole time, and he would snap it to me sometimes. But like he just brought it to me. Like what a good guy. Like shout out to Justin. Everyone go
So,
subscribe to Justin's channel.
this podcast is on my channel. You let me sleep in your house. I'm like, oh, here you go.
Yeah.
Collateral.
I bet you're regretting this gift now.
Dude. Like, you let me stay there countless times and drip me around. Like,
Yeah.
here's your $300 pop.
Yeah. I mean that's crazy. It's just a toy, and people like it goes for so much. But
Take it out of the box
anyway,
is worth $200 now.
on Monday, did we go
So
for breakfast
Monday,
on Monday?
I don't think so. I
Maybe.
remember we went to. I wanted to go to the Woodfield Mall. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
In Schaumburg.
Yeah. Schaumburg.
That was like a big deal because like I didn't go last time. Last time, like the Monday, we kind of just chilled in Huntley and then I just went home. So I feel
Yeah.
like I missed a lot of things. And I don't know at the time we didn't know all in or all out is going to be a thing. So like
True.
it's like all right, this time the next time I come back, I want to hit the things I missed. So we went there. We just roamed around. I bought those zipper pants in Macy's for like $45, which started me the trend of buying zip pants with zippers on them,
Oh no.
like on the side, the legs.
Do the zippers go to anywhere?
Some of them open up, and some of them are just like for show.
I mean, that's just a wild move, but I'm
Some
not
of them
gonna
are
hate it.
some of them are like pockets.
For anyone who doesn't know, the Woodfield Mall is across from Starcast, where Starcast is in Schaumburg. So that's the
Yeah.
big mall. And then I think after that we just watched Raw, and that was it.
Oh, no, 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 no. Cheesecake Factory to make a
Oh,
Harper's Golden Corral.
true.
Me and Mike pretty much went on a date because I paid for him.
There was Cheesecake Factory in the mall, and we
And I
went
was like,
there.
I remember I got ribs, I got mac and cheese, I
I got footage.
upside, I got like fries, I got like so much carbs. Then I got the cheesecake, and
I mean,
bro, I was on near death, like straight up,
ser-
like about to explode.
it's like literally like one of the best like cheesecakes you'll ever eat. I say that
So then,
confidently.
so then we go back to your place, and then your parents are like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go to barbecue now." I'm like, "Mike, I'm gonna die."
We have bourbon barbecue.
We went to some barbecue place and I had ribs.
Oh, did we go to Costa's?
I don't know what it's called.
Was there like a lot of like brown on the walls? Like it was like wood almost on
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
wall.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, then that's what it was.
So like
Dude,
we
they have
went
really good
there,
burgers.
and I'm like, I ordered like the smallest thing. His parents make me want to eat more, and I, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I was like dying.
It's one of those
And
things
you
when you're on
passed out
vacation.
during Raw on your bed. Yeah, we were watching Raw,
Yeah.
and you're like on your computer chair. I'm like, I'm just gonna lie down, and I was like, passed out for like an hour.
I remember because I went back to look at all my tweets from that weekend, and I said the trend of Justin falling asleep in beds that aren't his continues.
Bro, I was king one way or the other. If I'm watching Raw on that TV, and like I remember
Yeah.
waking up, it was like, oh, Ginger's back. No, Ginger was champion, wasn't he?
I
Was
don't
he
know, dude.
champion?
Who cares?
No, no,
I don't
he was
care.
champion. Never mind. I think Drew came back.
Was he champion?
Hey,
Did I go to Backlash earlier that year?
2017, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I did go to Backlash earlier that year.
I remember it was like a deal, like a big. Oh well, I remember. Okay, so I think Lollapalooza that weekend, Ginger came back, and then when I came back, Drew came back.
Gotcha.
I think that's what happened.
And now Heath Slater is fired, so 3MB is no longer.
We hung out with Kevin Lazar,
Was that
and like,
that weekend?
yeah, we hung out with him twice,
What?
Lollapalooza weekend and Raw, like the time I came after Raw.
I don't remember. Oh, we went to Sonic.
Yeah, yeah, I went to Sonics
We
again. I
went to
got a like
Sonic and we got a bit about mosquitoes.
Jolly Rancher slushy or something.
Yeah, something like that. I remember that because I forgot what his friend's name is, but he used to collect all the stuff with him and go to the all the events with him. He was
Yeah,
there, and we just like talked for a couple hours, and then I was just like, all right, I can't take these mosquitoes anymore.
yeah. I just went home. That was it.
Yeah.
Sure. He dropped me off, and I just flew home.
So next Tuesday, I think the next in line is All In
I was gonna say,
20.
what do you think of that trip? Me just coming to show up, hang out for like half a week, I guess.
I mean, obviously, I enjoyed it because I was going to do the same thing for WrestleMania this year.
Yeah. It was just
So,
like it was kind of nice, just like chilling, like not worried. It was yeah, like I said, it was a trip of me just going to do nothing, but it didn't break the bank. Like I didn't pay pretty much at all for that trip.
well, because here's the thing, like with like people that you become friends with through the like internet and Twitter and YouTube and stuff. I mean, especially with wrestling, you have to like go to WrestleMania or go to these big events because that's when like everybody goes to WrestleMania every year. So it's like it's very rare for someone just to out of the blue like, oh hey, just gonna fly over there and we're gonna like, just do whatever for the weekend. So um like it's it's hard to do that because like you can't do that like with your normal friends you could do that no problem. You could just drive over to their house. But with
Well,
people who live in different parts of the country, or in your case, in another country, it's like, and it's rare to see that. So it's like, it goes back to when like Miguel flew up to watch Mania with Breach. Like I put it that same thing. So like you're
yeah,
not really going to an event, you're just hanging out for the weekend.
and like for like the distance between me and you, it's like a hour and a half plane ride. You're on, you're off. You're just like, oh, we're here.
Yeah,
So it's not even like you're on there for long.
yeah. So it's not too crazy of a thing,
There we go.
but
That was
yeah, I
a
got
good
a
time.
staple in my sock right now and I can't get it out. So that's fun.
You got a
Anyway,
what?
I got a staple in my sock.
I don't know how that happens. But okay.
I don't know, it's just on the ground. Anyway, well, that's it for today, and we'll catch you tomorrow.
You're